Chestnut.
It would help if I turned the microphone on. Hello, Hilliard, Ohio, Leaping Lizards, to be specific, and the internet. Welcome back to Phygital Nights, which we mix, the physical location of us here having a good time at Leaping Lizards, enjoying some tasty bourbon and, maybe a garage beer or two. Not that they're a sponsor, but, Kelsey's, Subal, get a hold of me, brother. But anyway, we have a great show today. I am going to start off, not like I normally do with my podcast, which I have a great guest today. And, then we're going to get into, our 3 comedian showcase, which we have a lot of talent here. I've been following them for a couple months now, and all 3 of them are excellent. And then after that, we have our open mic competition, which is a paid competition this week. This is our last chance for the Road to Lizard Palooza finals. We are going to pick the winner tonight. Here in the bar are going to vote. You online are going to vote. We're going to pick somebody who wins a $25 gift card courtesy of Bailey Digital Media. That's me. And our executive producer, who is our patron of the arts, it's Steve, who, he's going to sit over here at these special tables next week when he is live here in Leaping Lizard. So real quick, before I move on a little bit, let's do a real quick cheers for Steve, because he's, helping us out here, helping us produce everything that we do here. So on the count of 3, we're going to yell Steve and cheers to him. 1, 2, 3. Steve! All right, thank you, buddy. All right, so this past week has been, once again, a roller coaster of emotions. The last time I talked to you, we had a wonderful show here. That was a little sarcasm. Yeah, if you didn't catch the last live stream, we were having all kinds of problems. It was probably my PC, but maybe it was my internet. Maybe it was the internet. I don't know. I'm not blaming names, naming blames. I don't know. But anyway, I've been on I started off with, on a losing streak because I was a little down about the stream last week. And then, just had some other things going on, just dealing with some stuff. So I, was completely in my head and was just hit like a mental roadblock, and was falling way behind with my planning and, have all kinds of things coming up here and, elsewhere. We got, the show tonight. We got the show next Tuesday, which is going to be a blast too. And then I was having to plan for Lizard Palooza, which is the 19th through the 21st. So, I just kind of got in a rut. So I reached out to a friend of mine who is, a core piece of what I'm trying to do here. And he came in and cleaned up like a kicker who was following the Gunners, and the Gunners just came, the Wedge Busters just came up and took out 4 people, and the kicker came up and he just laid out everybody when we needed to. So he ultimate assist. Big shout out to Chris Hopkins. Appreciate you, buddy. So all right. So Thursday, Friday, I locked myself in the gym, if you will. And by gym, I mean my condo. And I just wrote. I focused hard. Then the weekend hit. Saturday, Sunday was all about celebrating Satin's birthday, my wife, Satin. Congratulations. I'm not going to tell you how old she is because that's rude. Anyway, we, called a full timeout. We had some cake, good vibes, and 0 play calling, which is exactly the kind of rest and recovery period most trainers need. All right. By Monday, I was back on the grind. I spent all day practicing this set that I'd been writing, whittling down the new raw material. I went out, I performed 2 different versions of the set at 2 different open mics. I did Did it go perfectly? No. No. Like a rookie's first preseason start, it definitely has some work to do. But it's got potential. So, after the roller coaster of a week, the massive ups and downs, the good breaks, the bad breaks, your boy is doing well. We survived the schedule. So, but, I'm going to touch on, the week in sports. We got a lot of things going on in the sports world. Last night, the Spurs actually got a win in the finals. So, it's 2-1. We'll see what happens after that. I thought it was going to be a clean sweep. Not going to lie. But your boy Wemby showed up. Speaking of Wemby, I do have some, at least one Wemby card over here. Dylan Harper rookie. If anybody wants to buy any sports cards, Buster Chestnut. That's what this section's sponsored by, Buster Chestnut cards. Hopefully we'll have other sports card sponsors soon. In the WNBA Commissioner's Cup's going on. Gabby Williams played a lights-out game the other night, scored a career-high 27 points, and her team still lost. Like, what does that do to your psyche? Like, game of your life, and you still lose. Sounds like a devastating week. Yeah, so meanwhile, in other sporting news, in Washington, you guys familiar with Trinity Rodman? Trinity, she just got named Time 100, the Time 100 sports list. Her dad is kind of famous, Dennis Rodman. So you already know that, you have some massive athletic shoes to fill and probably some wild fashion expectations as well. But she's out there just carving her own absolute superstar legacy on the pitch. Incredible good break for her. Terrible break for anyone who actually has to play defense against her this season. All right. Football. It's summer, guys. It's OTAs. Nobody's paying attention. I did want to mention one particular bit of interesting news in college football. Brendan Sorsby. You guys familiar with this guy? This guy got caught betting on his own games. And he got an injunction to be eligible to play this year. I don't understand that one bit. But, Brendan, if you want to just give away to charity, Bailey Digital Media, reach out to me, brother. All right, so whether you're a Spurs fan, looking to even it up when the Game 4 comes up, Valkyrie's fan who just, cried their eyes out at the end of that game, trying to bounce back from that rough, or you're trying to bounce back from a rough mental week, relying on your friends is a crucial assist. Just remember, the clock always resets. You always get another possession. All right, so, is our guest in the studio yet? Senor Michael, is my guest in the? Do I have the other person in there? All right, bring the other person on. Can you do the dual screen? Well, I don't necessarily need to bring Chris on, unless he wants to bring something. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll bring the card back after the interview portion because I do want to discuss it with my guest. All right. So, speaking of turning a bad break into a massive win, let's bring out today's guest. If you spend any time in the sports card world, which I feel like I'm the only person in this room that does, especially if you're chasing a massive surge in the WNBA and women's basketball realm, you already know exactly who she is. She is the co-owner of premier whatnot powerhouse Dynasty Sportscards. Alongside her business partners, they have built a massive community evolving from their original channel, Lil Yaz 786, into the powerhouse freemium shop of over 14,000 items sold and a flawless 5.0 rating. If you aren't spending your Saturday evenings in their whatnot streams, you are missing out on the absolute best WNBA. the best polls, and some of the best energy on the Whatnot app. Do yourself a favor, open up Whatnot now, search for Dynasty Sportscards with an underscore, and there may be more later. But anyway, and then hit that follow button. She's a force in the hobby, a brilliant business mind, and someone who knows exactly how to handle a big break. Let's welcome Yaz Dookith. Yaz, welcome to the show.
Hey guys.
Hey Yaz, I'm glad I could get you on.
Yes, thanks for having me today.
All right, so gonna start it off with, how did you get into sports cards?
Yeah, so great question, Buster. So actually I was 16 years old, and my now no, not father-in-law, Jesus. My sister's husband, my brother-in-law, got me my first Baron Davis basketball relic card. I'm huge basketball. I played basketball all through middle school as well as high school. So for me, I was like, oh, this is amazing. Wow, you could get autos, you could get relics. Then it kind of transitioned into the women's sports. And of course, the year of Caitlin Clark is when it all went up and went crazy. Where before, it was very affordable hobby, very cheap. I would just collect it. It would sit in a box, and I would just enjoy the product.
Yeah. And do you appreciate the outfit change that I had?
Yes, I love the Iowa 22.
All right. So, all right, I do have a quick follow-up question, which I did not prep you for, but it came up in conversation. What position did you play in basketball?
Point guard and shooting guard.
I figured it. I was a point guard center, which is, yeah, I could play any position on the court, but I like passing and I like rebounding. So, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm too short to get the rebounds.
Well, I don't know. It's got to jump higher. I don't know. I don't have anything to tell you for that. A shin guard in soccer, or
yeah, soccer's fun too.
All right. So let's move on to the next question. We don't want to, let this take too long. I'm sure you have a ton of other things to take care of. But anyway, so let's talk about the business side of the hobby. On bad breaks, we look at like the structural side of things. Sometimes a break isn't about pulling a terrible card. It's about investing in a product line that just totally flops. Have you ever bought heavily into a sealed product release and ended up having a complete dud? I mean, maybe not for Dynasty because it's fairly a new company. But, leaving you holding a bag with a bag of wax that nobody wants. How did you manage that hit, and how did it change your inventory strategy going forward?
So great question. So yes, so Dynasty, as you kind of know, we're new, right? We kind of merged with my partner Red as well as Tommy. So we haven't had any bad break because we were very fortunate right now to have Select in here. But I can tell you horror stories of my own personal of collecting. So now I'm very selective of what products that I actually would buy. So I will only buy select product, as well as I love the Panini 101. Prizm, it's nice. It has its value, but select cards are way better, and I've got hammered, tortured on Prizm, so I try to stay far away from the Prizm as possible. The cards are just not as clean. There's a lot of print lines compared to select cards.
Yeah, and more so than the past, Prizm has, kind of fallen off, or Panini has kind of fallen off with the printing of Prizm. The last year of NFL, was notorious having like the roller marks on the back, and I believe that's part of some of the issues with this product. But yeah, Select in other sports, I've seen some odd, pricing, secondary market pricing on that. So we'll see. I'm not gonna lie. I've been too broke to get into any of the select breaks that have been that have been, shown on your channels recently. So maybe here in a few, I can get back to doing that.
Yes.
All right. So my next question, so you and Ash, you do this Saturday night show that that has been branded phenomenally. You took this early channel, Lily Yaz, to a premiere shop. That that takes an immense amount of gas. Has there ever been a moment where the momentum felt like it was so fast that you two had to actively hit the brakes, on any expansion, or like a new show format, just to protect the quality of what you built?
Yeah, so now it's been past a year that we have been on Whatnot. So that's the great thing. So once I came in, it was actually December 26th is when I started. In 2025 is when I was asked to, yes, you should do this. I was at a card show. I did card shows all the time. They were like, "You got great energy. You could do this." And I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's not a thing for me. I got on it. I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. After 3 months is when I got the premiere status and have not lost it since then. So I'm very, very proud of what we've accomplished there. Our mindset was always to always have new, fresh inventory every stream, not to have the same old boring stuff. Now, the bad side of that, that I have learned, now that I'm in business with others, is that I can't hold on to the cards, right? You have to move them, because that's just money being tied up. And whether you take a loss or you break even or you make a little bit, let's get the card gone and be able to purchase new and better inventory for our customers.
A guest that I had a couple weeks ago. Are you familiar with Gary Williams, the American Arbitrage?
Hmm.
He deals in low end cards, and one of his mottos is a slow or a fast nickel always beats a slow dime.
Yes.
And I've learned that. I've learned that.
Yes.
So, all right. So a quick follow up question on that is because you recently became partners with two other people. What made you make that leap finally, and what led to that expansion?
Yes. So it was a great conversation with my partner, Red, as everybody will know him as Red Pa, T18, with his daughter Jazzwar on Whatnot. We were actually having just a conversation, and I was actually approached by another company, to say, Yaz, we would love to have you join our team. I thought about it a lot and I was like, I don't know, because the name that I've built, the community has like showed so much love for me. I was like, I'm not sure if I want to do that. So speaking with Red Paw, we kind of collaborated. He didn't realize that I would even consider doing something like this. And he is good friends with Tommy, who's our other business partner. And we kind of collaborated, had a phone call, said, "Hey, how are we going to do this?" And right now, I couldn't be more happier to make that transition happen. I feel that we are now being able to give the customers breaks, whether it's high end breaks, low end breaks, so it's more affordable for everybody, as well as what we have our single channel that has the Yaz and Ash show that you will always have on Saturday nights, as well as we have our other sorry, not breakers, but singles folks that will sell some lower end. So again, it's catering to both sides of each of the market. And that's what we wanted to build. We wanted to build that within the community that we absolutely love and care for, and to give them this ultimate great experience.
Yeah, and I am a member of that community. Full
You
disclosure,
are.
I've spent many of Saturday nights in that chat, making people holla, making people holla.
Yes.
Uh,
$2 make you
part of
holla.
their thing is $2 holla on Saturdays. So definitely check out her shows. All right, moving on. So you two, have you two and the expanded universe that is Dynasty Sportscards have been
Yes.
the absolute best at WNBA and women's basketball cards on the internet. You truly broke the mold in what has traditionally been a heavily male-dominated hobby space. What was the toughest barrier you had to break through early on to establish that clear market dominance?
So that's kind of funny question to say a male dominant sport. Yes, I think a lot more people cater to NFL, baseball, basketball. But as more people are starting to see, I mean, let's give the props up to whether people like her or not. Let's give
Yep.
the props to Caitlin Clark
Yep.
for helping changing the way folks look at WNBA. Now, we've had so many great legends of WNBA folks that never will probably get the respect level. So we do thank Caitlin Clark for making that change happen, and for folks to continue to watch sports. But I think now it's becoming where a lot of people are actually looking at more than just WNBA, NBA. They're looking at soccer now. You've
Yep.
got WWE, you've got racing. So more and more folks, I think, are starting to enjoy different hobbies. I mean, you got Pokemon. New thing that's came out a couple years ago is these Bo
I
Jacksons.
was hoping you were
Uh,
going to mention it. I
that
got
I think Bo Jackson, he has catered to all sports, which is absolutely phenomenal. He made it into an action figure, basically like Pokemon, and have got these athletes that are able to sign if they're not exclusive to another brand. And I think it's just going to keep building in this industry, in card business itself, because I think people enjoy it because they watch it as well as they can now collect it.
Yep. Yep. And I love the Bobo. I've only opened like 2 packs. I have another one saved for one of my wacky Wednesdays that I do. It's one of the series I've been doing on my Buster Chestnut Cards YouTube channel. Hopefully there's something really cool in that. But
Yeah.
the first pack I opened, I pulled a Aaron Judge, was Gaviler,
Gavler. Yep.
the Grandma's Linoleum.
Nice.
All right. Last I checked, it was about 120. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. So moving on, I got two more questions, and then we're gonna open some cards real quick, just for fun.
Yes. All right.
All right. So you mentioned Caitlin Clark. Also people like Cameron Brink, the new rookie class actually, I guess last year's rookie class with Paige, Sonny, Kiki. If you could sound like a broken record to a brand new collector trying to step into WNBA cards today without getting burned, what is one piece of advice that you would drill into their heads?
Do your research first, right? Don't go crazy and just buy a whole bunch of stuff because you think you're gonna flip it the next day. It's just like anything, it's like the stock market, right? It goes up and down. So be very careful. But I would always recommend invest in the people that you like. I'm a big Sonia Citron fan. Before that, I was a big I'm sorry, Rakia Jackson fan. So I would put those PCs, but I would know that, hey, not to go too crazy buying into it. I would look to see how's their stats, how are they playing, because the time is you get it. Any time to buy cards is when it's the off season, right? Off
Yep.
season is when you get the best prices, because the minute they play one great game, everybody in the world wants their cards now. Just be cautious because the hobby is not cheap, right? And
Yep.
in today's economy, it's not the best. So just be careful, but PC who you want to PC. Don't just go for the hype, because I think people then get burned. Just like if you do it in NFL, you do it in basketball. People go crazy over a certain player. Let's take the Zion Williams story. People
Yeah,
probably invested
from the
the hell
pandemic.
out of him,
Yeah.
and nothing ever happened. So, be smart. It's fun, but it is expensive.
Yes. And it is great that you offer affordable breaks for people, to dip their toes in the water.
Absolutely.
All right, I got one more structured question, and then we can open some cards and see what happens. And then we can get on to some comedy. I know everybody's wanting to get to the comedy. Okay. So running Dynasty takes a tremendous amount of energy, especially when the Saturday night rolls around and you're live in front of the camera for hours. When you finally get a break from from the streaming lights, the invoices, and the shipping tape, what is your go-to way to decompress and recharge your batteries?
That's such a great question, because I actually juggle a full-time job as
I thought
well.
you meant actually juggling. I was like, okay, all right, focus.
uh, as well as do this, as the business too. So there's days that I actually will just take time away, won't pick up the phone, won't get on any streams, won't look to see who's doing anything, just to get your mindset right, and not try to overspend too. Okay, let's put that out there. But also just a mental break, because sometimes you do have to step away, because when you look at it too much, you may be overlooking something, miss a lot of stuff. And you know me, you know my streams. We go crazy. Sometimes we're all over the place. So yeah, just downtime, just relax, watch a nice movie, or just go for a nice walk. Ash and I go for walks every day. So
Heck yeah, heck yeah. All right, so I am gonna go grab I'm gonna grab these packs that are sitting over here, or hanger packs, which notorious hangers are bangers. Not usually in my book, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we have the luck of the draw on the interview today. But let me open that. You're familiar with Prizm. Just talk about what we're looking for, if you don't
yeah,
mind.
so yeah, absolutely. So definitely in our hangers, right? The chase is always going to be a page. We always want a page, right? That's like what everybody wants. But I mean, if you pull a Sonya, we're going to be all excited too. So we want to look for the rookies. We want even Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is still one of the biggest ones to still pull. So that's what we're going to be looking for on here. And I also did want to say one more thing, Buster, before you get into the cracking and everybody's ready for some fun comedy. So we do have two channels. So we do have the Dynasty Sports Card underscore, and then we have Dynasty underscore Sports Cards. So please bookmark all of those future shows. We purposely did two links is to kind of say, hey, this is where we're going to have some singles on this channel and breaks on the other channel. So it was purposely for that. And yes, thank you for putting that on the header there. But yes, so hope we see all of you guys in the stream. Please come in, just say hello if you want to have fun on a Saturday night and see Ash and I get crazy. Come and enjoy us. We're low key comedians just on Whatnot.
I realized I took myself off of the audio. But yeah, I put that banner up. So if you can see that on the screen, definitely check out both those channels.
We can't hear you if you're talking, or I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Hold on one second. All right, can you hear me now?
No, still can't hear you.
Give me 1 second. All right.
Yes, you're back.
Am I back?
You're back.
All right. So I have 2 hanger packs. I just opened them. I'm gonna go through them, and any of if it's a good rookie or something, I'm gonna place it where the Cam Scattaboo 1-of-1 autograph is on card. Just by the way, if anybody's a big Cam Scattaboo fan, I got a sweet card over here. All right. So you can kind of see, but all right. So we got a bunch of base. Can I call out one of your breakers real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Chelsea. She usually just goes base, 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 and it works. So base, 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 base. All right. We got our first parallel. Courtney Vandersloot on the silver. Nothing great. Kayla McBride on the color match green. That's something. All right. Dana Evans on the orange cracked ice. Tierra McCowan, orange cracked ice. Courtney Vandersloot on the orange cracked ice. Jordan Horston. Howard. JJ Quinterly. Did she make the team? I have not heard that name.
She's definitely not the one you want.
Okay, we did get one we want. All right.
Yeah, you pulled a page.
All right, it's something. All right, keep going. We got Sarah Ashley Barker on the variation. Ooh, we got another page making an appearance.
Look at that. Oh, and now you have the cars fall.
And now it's a PSA 4. All right. Luckily, I have more, in better condition over here. Julie Van Loo, Nancy Lieberman, Asia Wilson, GOAT. All right. Kelsey Plum. Oh, we got one of my PC players, Buckeye alum, and I was rocking her jersey from Ohio State earlier, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that. Miss Kelsey Mitchell. All right, Brianna Turner, Markeisha Davis, Kia Nurse, Azia James on the orange ice. Not horrible. Always like seeing that. All right, Jackie Young, Zero Stevens. We got another page base. So these are treating us okay, if you ask me.
Yes.
Arike, Haley Van Lith, who's just been bounced around the league. Jake Melbourne, Michelle Timms, Maddie Westbeld, and Caitlin Chen. All right, so what do you think about our rip, Yaz?
All right, so first, you didn't do it on screen, the opening. So did you move these packs?
No. The logistics of the situation, but
no, I think we brought you some luck by pulling you some pages here. So
yep.
I think and maybe wearing that Iowa jersey was probably what gave you luck too.
Maybe, but we are just for full disclosure, we are in Buckeye country and we're in a bar owned by somebody that went to that team up north, but I don't, I don't hold it against them, but all right, Yaz. Well, I'm going to wrap this up so we can actually get to some comedy so that people quit, bugging me, but I really appreciate you joining the stream. And, if you have anything else to say, anything to promote, now's your time.
No, I just thank you, Buster, for allowing me to come on here. Thank you, crowd. I can't see you guys. Thanks for listening to me. Again, please check out both of our sites. Also check out our Instagram. You'll see a lot of posts from Chelsea. You'll always see our posts that we hit on the streams, as well as what singles that we will be doing on the Saturday night. So follow us on IG. It's Dynasty Sportscards _. So just really thank all of you guys. Thank you for the time tonight. Go do your funny jokes and have fun. And I'll be positive. Go Buckeyes!
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you, Yaz.
All right.
So that is going to end our bad breaks with Buster Chestnut. I know everybody's so sad about this.
What up, everybody? Let's go! Flipping through the packs, chasing down that 101, yeah. Searching for the grail till the morning sun comes. Buster! Hit that monster pull, an impossible play. Change the whole damn game in a major way. We hit that monster pull, an impossible play. Change the whole damn game in a major way. Whoa!